Hey everybody, what's going on? Welcome to the Soap Thing Project. Before we get started with today's video, I just want to take a moment to draw your attention to Mel from BBS Live. He recently announced that his wife has been battling breast cancer for several years. According to him, she's actually doing quite well, so that's good to hear. But either way, I'm sure we would all appreciate it if you would head on over to Mel's YouTube channel. I will put it up here and down there in the comment section of the video, as well as his Instagram. Head on over there and check out what Mel is all about and lend him your support in any way you feel comfortable. Okay, let's talk about A&E, Ariana and Evans. I've got two samples right here. I've got Asian Plum and Asian Pear. So I think we will go ahead and do these two samples back to back, starting with this one. This one is Asian Plum. That's going to be the focus of today's shave. This one is Kaizen 2E, of course. So beef tallow, goat's milk, cocoa butter, shea butter, beer, because Peter Charkalis seems to be quite fascinated with that stuff, castor oil, glycerin, aloe juice, avocado oil, apricot kernel seed oil. We've got lanolin, emu oil, yogurt, and tussa silk, among other things. So those are the high quality ingredients you will find in a Kaizen 2E soap. We'll talk about the scent more during the shave. The significance of this soap is that this is the soap that put Ariana and Evans on the map. This is among their top 5 best sellers and has been for a very long time. And Peter Charkalis is quite proud of this, and based on the scent, I can understand why. So that's going to be the soap we're going to use today. $3.60 for a sample at Maggard, by the way, for whatever that's worth, the price right there. Now, for samples, I'm going to pick a new aftershave and hopefully keep it exactly the same for the duration, for all the rest of the sample videos I do while I'm out here in Turkey. It's going to be a big old 180 milliliter bottle of Myrsol. This one is the MeLLYMeL variety. It is one of very few aftershaves left that has alum in it. As you can see, if you look at the ingredients, it says it has alum in it. The scent on it is kind of a light herbaceous sort of affair. It's nothing to write home about. Myrsol has been known more for their astringent properties and kind of their old school type of scents. And that's just kind of the lane that they choose to ride in. But we're going to use Myrsol Metilsol for every subsequent sample video is the plan. The razor is going to be yet another shave with the RazoRock Lupo 58. 0.58 millimeter blade gap. 316 stainless steel, made in Canada, and this is the barber pole handle. I think I've forgotten to mention that a couple times, but I've been getting great shaves with this. The Lupo is one of my all-time favorite razors. Personally, I think the Lupo 72 is a slightly better shaver, but I told my wife to send me this because it's gotten the least amount of screen time on the project, so you're going to be seeing a lot of it. Now, let's take the Maxpedition blade bag and shake it up and pick a random blade. Let's just go ahead and do that. Move all the zippers to the top and stick my hand in there. Cross my fingers. Hopefully I don't get cut by one that's open. That's always a fear that people say they have. And it looks like we have a Gillette Silver Blue, which is a perfectly average blade for me. It is not the best, not the worst. I could definitely do more damage with a lot of other blades. The Gillette Silver Blue to me is just kind of a kind of blade. It's good, but it's not that good. So into the Lupo 58 it goes. Put the handle back on it. Got a Gillette Silver Blue. And then the brush is going to be my Eric Sorrentino 22 millimeter black and gold with a 22 millimeter Maggard G5 synthetic. The G5 synthetic from Maggard is a rare example of a synthetic knot that you can get in 22 millimeters. Most brands draw the line at 24 and they don't go any smaller. Not Maggard, they will go ahead and give you a 22 millimeter, no problem at all. That's the brush. Okay, let's do this. Okay, about 30 hours growth on the face today. Coming out of the one, the only, the Langley City Shave Bowl is the Ariana and Evans Asian Pear in Kaizen 2E. And the scent strength on this is a wonderful 4 out of 5 on the sniffometer. So you can count on Peter Charcalis to give you a wild ride in terms of scent strength. He doesn't play around. Okay, let's put it on the face. Why don't we? 30 hours growth. Hope everybody's doing great out there. Having great shaves with great shaving tools and great shaving soap. Now, RazoRock Lupo 58 with the Gillette Silver Blue. Let's do it. I'm not at all worried about this one. In fact, I better be careful because the moment I get cocky is always when something bad happens. Alright, let's talk about the scent of Ariana and Evans Asian Plum. We've got plum, dried fruits, tobacco, tonka bean, coffee, vanilla, and plumeria. So this is a straight shot of deep, dark, rich plum. It's all dark fruit and sweet tonka and a little bit of coffee. The tobacco for me, well, let me double check. Yeah, I'm thinking the tobacco for me is kind of fading into the woodwork. It's a little bit on the invisible side. I'm sure if I sat there for a minute and really thought about it, I'd be able to pick it up. But it's blended well enough that about half of the notes are really difficult to pick up. And that's a good thing. I would say that this scent and the Asian pear are cold weather scents. They're both darker scents. So fall, winter, early spring. I think in the hot balls of summer, this would smell a little bit out of place. That's just me. It's a wonderful scent. It's got that daring kind of Peter Charcalis rich fruitiness that he is really well known for. And I can see why this is a fantastic seller, because I'm willing to bet at the time this initially got released, there was probably nothing like it anywhere near it out on the market. In fact, there probably still isn't. I mean, you can get dark fruit scented soaps from other brands. There's one of them that I can picture in my head, but I can't think of the name. But the scent is called Dark Fruits. I can't remember what the name of that soap maker is. I'll put it at the bottom of the screen. But there's certainly not very many people doing dark fruit scents like this that are just really rich. I'd say the two notes that stick out the most is the plum and the coffee. I think the tonka bean is what is giving it most of the sweetness, without which it would probably smell almost bitter, if I had to guess. I'm doing my best not to get a razor burn, so I gotta be careful where I blade buff. Primary and residual slickness on the Kaizen 2E is nothing to joke around about. I wouldn't say it's the best, but it's certainly among the best that I've ever seen. And the residual slickness will let you blade buff pretty much all you want. There we go. I think that's going to have to be good enough. Quit while I'm ahead. Okay. Let's see how it did. I'm not going to use the alum block because the aftershave has alum in it. And at the moment it looks like a nick-free shave. So let's do the aftershave. Actually, I'm not even going to cut to a new scene. I'm just going to do it right here and now. Let's use the Myrsol Metilsol aftershave. Shake it up. And this stuff has a gnarly kind of aftershave burn to it, so we're going to go ahead and detonate this thing. Here we go. Ooh, man. Feels like $1,000,000. That kind of really intense toning, astringent type feel is really, really satisfying. Didn't think I'd miss it until I had a hard time picking this stuff up. Okay, let's talk about Ariana and Evan's Asian Plum. This is good enough for me to buy a full-size tub. Oh yeah, this one is definitely a grand slam, especially from Ariana and Evans. This one is a scent that will never get old. Never ever. It's a really pleasing, hard to hate kind of scent. Like, if you've tried this and you don't like it, put it in the comment section of the video, because I'd be very surprised. It's wonderful stuff. Deep, dark, rich. I guess maybe, yeah, it's not for everybody, but you'd be hard-pressed to find somebody who smells this and they're like, ew, no. It's good stuff. Definitely great stuff from Ariana and Evans. Okay, that'll be the shave for today. I want to thank everybody for watching, and until next time, this is Soap Thing telling you, shave like you mean it. Thanks for watching.